No contact with Jeremy Roos. We understand one another, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you do everything in 6 months, you can make application for early termination. You're entitled to that by statute if you haven't had any other violations. 4001B,
Good morning, Your Honor. The absentee of the 82378 on behalf of Mr. Michael Teets.
Michael Feeds.
all right, so I want to make sure, is there a Jeremy Roos here by chance? Jeremy M. Roos, is he either here in person or on Zoom? Heather?
I do not have him on Zoom.
Internet rights notice was mailed to him on March the 20th, advising him of the sentence date. I've not heard anything. He's not here. I don't have a victim's rights statement. I did read the report. Have you had a chance to review the screening and assessment with your client? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
We did review the report. There are no additions. Those are correct.
Is there anything you would like to say in his behalf?
Yes, Your Honor, he's apologetic for the situation. He has job prospects, Flat Rock Metals. He's waiting to determine if they're gonna hire or, when he can start. He also has another job prospect, which is AFM Heating and Cooling. They offered a job. He's waiting to determine what Flat Rock Metals is gonna do. So Your Honor, I would just ask if the court would adopt probation recommendation.
Anything you'd like to say, sir?
I'm very apologetic what happened. Will not be faltering any further. Huge lapse of judgment and wholeheartedly sorry.
Your Honor, he also is attending AA. He emailed his sheet to probation. He goes twice a week. The last time he went was yesterday.
And then I had one done on this record.
Kind of alarmed by some of this. I mean, the way I read this whole report, you're in there, you're threatening this guy, the manager. Why is he coming after you? Why is he following you? You got a machete there. You look at him in a threatening manner.
I was scared.
Scared. What?
He was in plain clothes and didn't have a name tag on. He followed me around for 15 minutes. And then when he got within a foot and a half of him, I turned around and that's when I shouted at him.
You ever had not being flippant here, have you ever had a psychological evaluation at all?
No, sir.
Why were you so angry? If you weren't doing anything wrong, why were you so angry? So what if they're following you around?
It was a lapse of judgment. I'm not a confrontational, doesn't act like that.
12 months probation. You cannot leave the state without consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance of any unit of government. Change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana, no marijuana. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
How much did you consume?
I had 4 drinks.
No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I want you to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs bi-weekly for 3 months. If you're clean, I'll make it then monthly. Okay?
Yes.
Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. I'm going to order that you continue to attend AANA at least twice a week. Until you're in outpatient treatment, you sign up before and you get into outpatient treatment, you don't have to attend AA or NA any longer. You're not to enter or go near 26100 Vreeland in the city of Flat Rock or any other Meyer store. No contact with Jeremy Roos, no firearms, no dangerous weapons. You're not to possess those. Do you fully and completely understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna do outpatient, you're doing AA until you're outpatient, you're staying out of that Myers and every other Myers AA twice a week, like I said, until an outpatient. No firearms, no dangerous weapons, not to possess those, you're not to have any contact with Jeremy Roos. I'm gonna order, I'm just troubled by this, though. You didn't brandish the weapon. But nonetheless, you had it on you and you're creating a scene, 4 days court work program, $35 a day charge. Total 140, fines 100, costs 150, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So your fines and costs your amount to 375, screening fee 60 for 435. You have $240 worth of court probation fees for a total of 675. And then $140 of court work program fees. Your total's $815. You pay that, you stay out of trouble, and you're eligible for early discharge after 6 months. No contact with Jeremy Roos. We understand one another, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you do everything in 6 months, you can make application for early termination. You're entitled to that by statute if you haven't had any other violations. All right. I'm kind of worried about what's going on with you, though. You had a impaired 2 years ago, drunk and disorderly. This is not good. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
You had another drunk and disorderly here, right?
Yes, sir. Well,
Within about 10 days, right?
yeah,
Where was the other one? In front of Judge Hessen or me?
that's it.
Okay. Can he pay all of this?
No, you're right, payment plan.
How much can you afford to pay weekly, bi-weekly? You tell me.
Bi-weekly, I'd say around $100.
I'll make it 50.
I think.
And you can start beginning on May the 15th. We'll make it May the 18th. If you ever reach a point where you don't have the money, it's not a problem. You just call the court or come in here on or before the due date. I'll give you an extension. You'll meet with probation. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal. And you have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you'll meet with probation. I wish you well. Thank you, Ms. Patillo.
Thank you.
Have a